According to the FCT 2008 baseline survey, over 70% of the FCT residents earn below 50,000 naira per annum, and they are mostly farmers at subsistence level. Another survey by the National Population Commission in the same period shows that FCT has 24,290 very poor, unreached households. Goal 1 of the Millennium Development Goals is to eradicate extreme poverty, and one of the initiatives developed to do just that and more is the Conditional Cash Transfer (CCT). It's a scheme whereby cash is transferred to poor households as monthly grants for a period of 1 year on the condition that they invest in human capital development by sending their children to school and also access healthcare facilities provided by government. Beneficiaries of the scheme are selected based on their needs. Poor female-led or aged person-headed households are targeted, and also vulnerable groups and households headed by physically challenged persons are also considered. The conditional cash transfer was experimented by the National Poverty Eradication Program (NAPEP) in conjunction with the National MDGs Office in 2007 and 2008 in 36 states and the FCT. In 2009, the FCT MDGs Project Support Unit in its conditional grant scheme application included the conditional cash transfer. A stakeholders forum was then held to review the implementation strategy of the program. Various committees were raised to ensure the program succeeds. One of them is the CCT Village Committee, comprising of the traditional rulers, chairman, religious leaders, imam and pastor as members, head teacher as secretary, community health officer and women representative as members. They have the function of identifying and selection of households needing assistance, supervise payments to benefiting households, and participate in monitoring compliance by beneficiaries. The CCT Village Committee suggests beneficiaries to be presented at a meeting of the entire village, where the beneficiaries will be unveiled and endorsed or rejected by all present. The scheme has already taken off in 65 communities in the FCT, with over 900 families reached, including more than 2,500 children of school age now regularly attending school. There are 15 beneficiaries in Baukuchi community in Kujeria Council. They have been getting regular conditional cash payment of 5,000 naira monthly for 5 months now. As soon as we arrived, the beneficiaries and some curious members of the community trooped out to welcome us. The headmaster of the only school there, Audu Al-Hassan, came out with all the pupils and said he is proud to be part of the village committee on CCT and that the scheme has helped in boosting enrollment in LEA primary school, Baukuchi.
It's a very good program. This is an MDG program from federal government. And what I know from this program is that it's designed for vulnerable people that have physical problem, challenges, which did not enable their world to go to school. Federal government want to help them so that from this looking token, these children can able to. Some of them have these physical challenges that they cannot able to eat in their various houses. That is why the federal government designed this program to say, okay, these people that are suffering this kind of environment, let's help them. That's the essence of this program. And that is come to this village, I'm very happy. It is only 15 that are beneficiary of this very program. 15 people. They are including men and women. They are the people that benefited from this program in this community. The guideline says that physical challenge, vulnerable people, these people that have this physical problem that you see, and I am not an indigent per se, so I called the chief and the imam and the rest that can we have this kind of people? For me, I would have said they will get, but will not talk to this number. They say they are there. I say it's very true because I don't know many compounds in this community. I don't know who is widow, who are suffering of this thing. So they now come up that they are there and selected these names. It affected the enrollment. Even this time, this is the second time, we have enrollment from the community, which is not there before. So it affected the enrollment. Out of those that benefited from the program, about 5 of them brought their children this time around. Yes, and those children, they are already in the school now. It helped the community a lot. And I pray the government should continue with them. Yes. and even extend to other communities. This is the word of the beneficiaries, the children of the beneficiaries. Some of them are still behind. We could not get them on this time around. This is Tamali Joshua. This is Wana. This is Ashilonu. Happy. This person is Gwaza Yaya. And this other person is Ania Musa. The other one, Love It and Confidence. There is great improvement. They are coming with the school material, the books, the pencil, the sandal, the socks, and the rest of them. They are intact.
Baukuchi is one of the communities selected for conditional cash transfer in FCT. It is among the 65 communities selected in the entire FCT. And the program, CCT program, is aimed to help the poor amongst us, so to enable their children go to school. They are entitled to a certain stipend on a monthly basis, depending on the number of children they have. So we are here for the sensitization and selection of the beneficiaries. So after the selection, a microfinance bank was assigned to disburse these funds to them. So today we are here for the disbursement. For each community, in the 65 communities selected, we look at the vulnerable groups, such as widows, disabled, etc. These are the kind of people we select, because they fall under the category of people who cannot fend for themselves, not to talk of taking care of their children. So, and they have wards and children under them who need to go to school. We all know the essence of our education today. There were some old people whose children were dead, and they are already old. They cannot even take care of themselves, and those people taking care of them, their children are dead, and they left little children under them. So these are the kind of some of the people we selected, so that some of these children are already going to school. Because their parents are no more, they may not be able to continue with school. So we selected some of these people, and they will be paid this stipend on a monthly basis to enable them settle things like PTA, uniform, and other educational materials. When we first came to this community, some of these children were no more attending schools because they cannot afford the PTA, they cannot afford the uniforms and educational materials. But today, even among their children, some have started attending school. The situation was, at that time we met like 20 children. Among these 20 children, maybe not more than 5 of them were regular in school. But with this disbursement, all of them are now regular. The village committee comprises of the chief himself, the imam, the pastor, women leader, and the headmaster. So, and all these people come from different backgrounds, and they represent certain class of persons within this community. And we believe also they know more of these people we are looking for. So that is why when we come, we do the sensitization to tell them that this thing is for the poor among us. If we help these people, we are helping ourselves. Because ordinarily, even if government doesn't come to help, we are supposed to be the ones that will assist these people. So they should make sure that those people who are really eligible should be the ones that will be selected. And we don't stop at that. When they make this selection, we come to a village gathering where the names will be presented by the village committee. We'll call each person that was selected. We'll do screening in the presence of everybody. So, and if there's any issue from among the crowd, somebody will protest. And that's how we've been able to deal with the situation. After now, the disbursement will go on for 12 months. So before the end of the disbursement, we know our program is just for 1 year. And these children will need to continue in school. So there is the PRI disbursement. The PRI is a poverty reduction accelerator investment. It is a lump sum that will be paid to each household. But before the disbursement, they will be trained on a particular trade or a skill. They will acquire certain skills so that they will use these funds as startup capital. So that after our program ends, they will continue to take care of these children.
Keti community in Abuja Municipal Area Council AMAC also has 15 beneficiaries who have been with the scheme for 5 months now. They all gathered in the Chief's Palace to receive the next installment. First, they are addressed by the desk officer, Umar Yusuf Orume. Then the microfinance bank officials started disbursing cash to the beneficiaries.
In fact, I'm very happy. My community is involved in the program. I highly appreciated on that. Almost the program that have been taken over, my village always be included. I'm happy the government didn't left us out. With this program, my community benefited on it. So I thank you for that, and I hope with the program that went on, it will continue in a good manner. On that, we started this program, this is about 5 months now. We have been benefiting on the program. Thank you, and God bless you.
I have benefited a lot because my children's education used to be challenging to me. But because of the government intervention, my children can now go to school, and I am grateful.
I
am really grateful to MDGs for this help. My husband died and left me with 8 children that I could not send to school. I was only able to send 1, but now I have 3 of them in school. I am thankful to God Almighty and also to MDGs for this kind gesture. This girl is an orphan. Her parents are all dead. I could not send her to school due to lack of money, but now she can go to school with others. Thanks to MDGs.
Yanzu tana cikin makaranta, tana ci gaba kuma zan ce na gode.
Up next, we meet some beneficiaries from Toge village off Airport Road who have been successfully pulled out of poverty and are now productive members of the society. The Conditional Cash Transfer has 2 main components: the Basic Income Guarantee (BIG) and the Poverty Reduction Accelerator Investment (PRAI). The Basic Income Guarantee is disbursed monthly to participating households. A further compulsory savings is then made in favor of the participants and disbursed to them as a lump sum towards the end of the program for the establishment of a viable microenterprise and after undergoing training in any of the vocational training centers supported by the FCT MDGs Office. All 6 area councils in the Federal Capital Territory are benefiting from the scheme. 34 communities, that is 472 households, are selected from Amak, Buhari and Gwagwalada, while Kuje, Kwali and Abajira councils have 31 communities, that is 458 households. 10 beneficiaries emerged from Toge village off Airport Road in June 2011 and have been successfully pulled out of poverty and are now productive members of the society. They all got 7,000 naira monthly for 1 year and received a lump sum of 117,000 naira after undergoing vocational training. One of them died and a widow relocated from the community after getting married again. We met Hassana Sule, a widow who is now into the business of buying and selling farm produce, Daniel Seidu, a handicap who is now into cattle rearing, and Yusuf Pada, who is old and sick, now into farming as a business.
I'm very grateful to MDGs. This program has really helped me a lot. I don't have anything to say other than to say thank you.
I am grateful to the MDG because after the accident that left me this way, I could not help myself until God brought MDGs my way. At first, I was receiving 7,000 monthly. Then later, I was given 117,000. I used the money to buy goats to rear. Now, they have increased in number. If any need arises, I sell 1 or 2 of them, then use the money to solve my problem. I still have a number of goats at home, and I can show them to you if you want to see them. I am grateful to the MDGs, and I hope that they can continue to provide for us. I thank God for the government's intervention. As you can see, I am now old, and I can no longer engage in farming activities. Sending my children to school was almost impossible until the MDGs intervened. Now my children are back to school, and we are all happy and grateful. Thank you. I am the chief of Toge community. The MDG program has really benefited us a lot, and we are very grateful. In the past, some of us could not pay their children's school fees or even cater for their family until the MDGs came and provided loans and empowered some of us. We pray that the MDG program continues.
The FCT scheme has been a special and peculiar scheme that we try to see how we will pull people out of the pool of poverty to a comfortable level that they can be on their own so that they can help themselves. And like you rightly said, we've seen so many gains in these communities that we have intervened. In 2010, we were in 62 communities with about 350 beneficiaries. And you've gone around, you've seen some of them that as little as 100,000 naira has turned their fortune today. They are doing very well. They are sending back their children to school. They have regained their rightful place among the committee of their community. When they were tagged poor, they cannot help themselves. They are now back on track and helping themselves, also contributing to the society. You can see clearly the case of the young man that was crippled. Everybody wrote him off. The community selected them. It's not us that select them. The community select them based on their perception of their poverty level, that they cannot help themselves, so they need help. And that is why we went there to render the assistance through the CCT. And you can see that, yeah, he got the help and he's turning it around. So it is a thing of joy to see that if you can help somebody to a certain level, he can pick up from there and help himself. So it's a good thing that the government came with the CCT program, and people are benefiting. Though we are not there, but from the little ones we're doing, one day we'll get there.
The FCT MDGs Office is determined to build on the successes recorded in the Conditional Cash Transfer Scheme towards the achievement of the Millennium Development Goals come 2015. From over 900 households, a scale-up has been approved that will put 2,250 households on the scheme.
950 households will be benefiting from this scheme this year. And the National MDG has been gracious enough, and they have introduced some innovations to the new takeoff. They will even have some teller machines to give them alerts because they want to remove the risks of movement of cash to these communities. So they want to send in, they use technology also to enhance this thing. So they will give them some handsets according to what they told us. They will give us, they will give the beneficiaries some handsets that they will be getting alerts of whatever goes in while they are undergoing their training. So it's a big plan actually. We train 10 out of this 950 household. We will train a trainable adult in that household so that they can take over those responsibility from the household when the program is exited. So the government is doing quite a lot, and we hope 2013 will be better than the previous years that have gone by.
Join us next week as we go back to Gui village after 2 years to catch up on microcredit beneficiaries.